share some of your wisdom, right, on how you done been in situations like this where somebody been lost on this side, somebody been lost on that side, and is there any way that a situation or street beef like this could be resolved in any manner? Other, we know it take time, but in any manner based on your history and your dealings with back and forth beefs in the streets.
Yes, something can always be resolved. This is one thing I learned about street beef. If I know you a real stepper, you a real gunslinger, and you know I'm a real stepper, real gunslinger, we gonna be cautious how we approach one another. We don't have time for to do drive-by shootings or shoot up the car because the car didn't do nothing to you. And another thing, pulling out a gun, pump faking, because we know when you don't use you to target. But with that situation, and I did a video and I was like, you know, the people with the big army, with the money, they get too comfortable. First thing in their mind, and this is what we got to get out of. This is one thing we got to come out, this ignorance right here. This is my city. This is my block. Bro, that belongs to the white folk, because soon the police pick you up, lock you up, it's the next man up, right? So a lot of us go to thinking, because this is my city, I'm good, anybody gonna pull up. No, man, it's always, we had a thing, I had a Muslim brother in prison, he used to always say, you tough, I'm tough, we're gonna sue the toughest. So you got somebody that's always on both sides lurking, trying to get a name for themselves. No matter how old they are, how tall, how short, whatever, they always try to get a name. So now when you got that kind of money, like God in there, what is security in? People will be posted up, cars supposed to be out there, stuff supposed to be blocked off. I mean, we almost had a situation like that when for the Hot Boy Sterling. The police said it's a posse, told everybody step inside the funeral home. It's a possibility it might be a drive-by. They took it a drive-by and ran with the running over, knocking stuff down, knocked his grandma down. Just so one of the Hot Boy Mosquito, he wanted to work. He up his gun, run out the funeral home, the back door, come around the front, trying to see what the people were will be doing drive-by because he want to engage. He run right into the police, went to jail for a gun at the funeral.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But we was always prepared, strapped, because we knew once you hit, the enemy trying to hit back because you the target now, the spotlight on you, everybody looking like, what you gonna do now? So that's like a situation with Gotti now. That's your brother. They didn't hit bro. How you gonna act? How are you gonna react? Now, here's the thing. You want to, because you know a lot of rappers still want to hold on to the streets, you know, because that's how they get their fan base and all that, right? But here's the problem. You want to show the streets like I'm still that dude, but yet you got the hip hop police, you got all kind of other detectives and agents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you losing in public now. Your loss is in public and everybody watching you, and you can't move.
Facts. So here's the thing. Now it's like you got them youngsters looking up to you. So they like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna march for your brother? Then you gotta say, okay, if I jump out there and do something stupid, I go to jail. Who's gonna take care of my family? Who's gonna be here to make sure everybody good? So now it's a strategic thinking man's game now. First of all, you got to find out where it come from, because they could be screaming it come from Dolph's side of the family, and all the while that might not be the case. That could be something totally, bro. That could be something totally different.
Totally different.
I've had these situations, bro. I'm speaking from experience. How, prime example, bro. I was out of town in Des Moines, Iowa, about to go in a club. I get a beat, right? Y'all remember these here? Y'all around my age? Y'all remember these here?
Yeah, for sure.
so look,
911. Yeah,
I get a beat, bro.
You get a 911 call, huh?
Yeah, bro. My mother got shot. So now I'm on a Greyhound bus. In my mind, I'm like, I'm going to that Kelly. I'm going to kill children, grandmas, everybody, right? But as I'm riding back on, because I should go out to get my heroin, I should get on the Greyhound bus, go to New York, go different places, and ride back on the Greyhound. But as by being a long ride, now it's like, okay, it's all over the city. Mom got shot. They're looking for you to go now. But in my mind, as I'm riding, I'm like, okay, I know his mama work over here. I know his daddy work here. His grandma, his girl bring his son to school here. I know where my enemies family members and people stay in what they do because I used to study them, right? So in my mind, I'm like, when I go get to that city, I'm going to light it up, right? But then as I'm riding on that Greyhound bus, it hit me. Angola, that penalty. They're going to be waiting for you to respond, right?
Right.
So now you got to be strategic. I'm going to respond. I'm going to answer back, but not when you want me to answer back. That's the problem. We be trying to impress people. Once you can conquer that peer pressure, where you ain't got to worry about what they think, because as soon as I go to jail, you're going to be trying to hit my old lady. You're going to be trying to find out where my stash at. You're going to be trying to take my jewelry, my money, all that. You ain't worrying about once I go to jail, it's over with. So I got to think for me and the thing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, I just think that in that situation, bro, he got to sit back and just move with, you know, don't be on that phone, because right now everybody and their grandmother watching him. They want to know, boy, what you gonna do? You lost a brother who just right there with you. Think about this here. You had a repast or whatever, a funeral, whatever, and you there to pay your respects, and now it's your repast, now it's your funeral now. I mean, bro, that's stuff. It's like, when I look at this, it's like a movie being played out right before our eyes, bro. It's a movie being played out right before our eyes. So, for sometimes I be like, man,
but
I'm
but let me ask you this, right? And it's just a real question. You said something earlier when you got started. You said in this scenario, right? Pay for security or just because the presence of security can defer people sometimes, right? Right. Like, hey, damn, okay, they got some shit going on. Let's kind of wait. And, you know, motherfucker, just on the presence, just on the look. But why is it when we get the money, right? When we get the money, right? We looking at that as a form of weakness. I mean, how can we handicap ourselves like that? I tell people all the time, I think you was locked up when Nipsey Hussle passed away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a prime example, I own a store here and Nipsey Hussle killed in front of his store. Now, what's ironic about him being killed is that he's murdered by a guy with no t-shirt on, right? And a bandana around his neck, you know, New Orleans style. He got the bandana around his neck and he got on no t-shirt, right? And the dude shot him, ran off, and then came back. He came back like 3 times because he was expecting somebody to retaliate or help, right? So I'm saying that to say this, like you saying, the president go all around this world speaking, or Louis Farrakhan go all around this world speaking, and he got them hitters with him. Like, that's just what it is. It ain't no weakness here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the idea that us street niggas will get money and look at security as being a form of weakness is a serious handicap, a mental handicap we have in our mind, right? Because that's the only thing that deters the violence is the expectation of violence. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let me chill out. So, like you saying, I don't know why them brothers see that as a form of weakness and open themselves up to be killed. Man, when the president got his head blown off in Dallas, they never, ever got a drop top car after that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was the last drop top car. Do you understand what I'm telling you? They had to realize, like, God damn, why we had a drop top car? Do you understand what I'm saying? And no matter how many examples we get, Nipsey Hussle, anybody, niggas still feel like it's a form of weakness to show up with niggas with them pistols, obviously displayed. Why is that? I do not know, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, everybody,
you know what's crazy is we would get homeboys out the hood and tell them, here, hold a gun, hold me down, right? And when I pull it up, that's just a regular dude too. So sometimes when you get the busing, that homie who got that gun on might run because he don't want to get hit. He want to make it on to his family.
Right.
So we'll get this make-believe security instead of calling the real security and saying, hey, listen, you gotta be smart sometimes. Sometimes you gotta say, okay, I'm gonna live to fight to see the next for the next day. So now I learned this here. See, when Birdman's go out of town, Birdman's get them police. Because when he coming through them cities with them police, them lights, he respect that for some reason. That's a psychological mindset we have. Well, that's the police, man. All right, leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, Honeycomb Brazier, for example, when Birdman went down there, Honeycomb Brazier made sure the real police escorted Birdman and close to New Orleans till they got out the area, whatever, and then it was good. Because now you got to think, bro, people, there's all kind of people at your top. So, man, the best thing to do is hire the police, man. Let the police do their job.
Listen, I ran the clubs here in Houston, right? Made a lot of money doing a Thursday night here at the club. And I told the people, man, I hire the police as security. Oh, they cost $135 an hour. This other company is $75. I say, listen, I need to, and when I hired the police, Terrance, this is what I told them. I say, hey, I respect law authority. I respect y'all here. I say, I'm paying y'all for one thing. If something go on, to be on my side. So when the police show up, the police could talk to the police. Yeah, I don't need to explain. The police need to have a discussion with the police
smart,
about who need to go to jail. do you understand what I'm saying?
Bro. That's smart.
And that's how y'all should think when y'all think of security on any level. Security for yourself, security at your wedding, security at the club, security at the comedy show, security, period. If something happened, I want the police to talk to the police. You know what I'm saying? So I can go home.